Hi everyone, today we have got another wonderful drawing video, and today we are going to be learning how to draw a dragon. And this is a request from Alex in grade 6. Thanks for giving your suggestion, Alex. And so we're going to be drawing that today. He's going to fill out the whole page. So what we're going to do is today we're going to draw him, and then look out for part 2 tomorrow. We're going to spend some time coloring in. This is a nice big project to finish off the week. We are going to be spending a lot of time doing angled lines, and an angled line is a line that bends so much that it comes to a point. So that is an angled line, and when we're thinking of our elements of shape, we're going to be using a lot of those. So looking at spikes, they can be going in any direction, small, big. If you are little in grade R or in grade 1, sometimes getting a point is quite difficult. So what you must do, instead of trying to do a whole lot in one go, do one line and lift your pen and then do another one. And that's a way that you can easily get a nice sharp point, because we want our dragon to have really good sharp points. So if you are in grade R or grade 1 and you're struggling with your angled lines, don't worry, we just take a little bit of time and we do one side and then the other side. Right, we're going to start with his head. His head is going to be taking up this corner here, and then his whole body is going to take up the rest of the whole page with some beautiful big wings. So let's start with a curved line for his eye. So here in the corner, I'm going to do 2 curved lines for his eye. And I always think that a dragon is kind of like a snake, so I'm going to give him a snake eye. Alright, let's go to the front of his forehead. So above his eye, we're going to go down and out. And we're going to do his snout and his mouth, and it's going to be curving up and then kind of like an S, a stretched out S. And we do the same again, starting here, and we're going to do the same here. Underneath, we're going to do his chin, a little straight line, and here's our first little angle. I'm going to do curved line, and his jaw coming around. Right, let's do those angled teeth, angled lines, and my angled lines are pointing back towards his mouth, going back into his mouth, and they can get smaller as we get to the back of his mouth and at the bottom. Now there are going to be a lot of angled lines, as we've said, and they can take some time to do them nice and neatly. So pause the video and you can do it at your own pace. Right, for his nostril, we can do a little 6 shape over here for his nostril. Right, let's go down his neck. So from here where we finished his head, I'm going to do a big curved line and another curved line that goes the other way. And I'm going to do the same coming from the top of his head, and I'm going to follow that curved line that I made, kind of like a long snake. So we can add another line for a nice detail here, as we can put in his belly as well as another curved line. So I'm going to do an extra curved line that's coming down and around, and it's going to finish down here. Right, let's get to our first spikes. Our dragon, you can put spikes wherever you want, and these are just a lot of angled lines, and you want to make some of them small, some of them big, some of them fat, some of them thin, and so there's a lot of variation in the way that we do our spikes. Alright, I'm going to add even more spikes on the top of his head. I'm going to put another layer, some big spikes, or you think of them as being horns, on the top of his head. Make him look really fierce. Alright, we can give him some more character by giving him some spiky eyebrows. We can also do some spikes going down his jaw, curving around, and behind his head here we can do a few really nice big spikes. Your spikes can look different to mine, so I think he needs a few more spikes on his chin, down under his neck. Alright, we are going to do his arms. So depending on how much space you've got left, you must plan out how your arms are going to go. And this dragon has got 2 arms and 2 wings, and the rest of him is scrawled like a snake. So he's only got these 2 arms in the front. And we're going to put a diagonal line, and we're going to come out. So 2 straight lines. And let's do another 2 straight lines coming out sideways a little bit and out to his elbow and up and getting a little bit thinner at his wrist. And we can do a big curved line for his hand. We're going to do 2 more curved lines for his claws, and then we can join those up. And you can see it's a nice easy way to make big claws and these nails. Alright, he needs another arm at the back, so let's do his other arm coming out at the back here. Alright. And these arms definitely also need to have some good spikes. So some big ones and some little ones, especially on his elbows, I think. Just imagine what's happening behind that other arm. Alright, we're going to do his wings. This is the most exciting part that we've all been waiting for. So where we've ended up his body here, we're going to draw a curved line coming up. And we're going to draw some more spikes. More spikes. I'm going to draw another curved line that's going to reach up to the corner of my page. And I want to bring it down again, and it's going to come from a point here, and but it's going to get a bit thicker down this way. So actually, turn your page if you struggle. It's often easier to pull down than to draw sideways. So I'm actually going to turn my page, and I'm going to follow my line going down. It's always easier to pull down than to draw accurately across like this. Alright, and I'm going to follow my shape again, and I'm going to bring that line down. Alright, we're going to do some more curved lines from this corner. Another one coming out to the edge of my page. Use my space wisely. And I'm going to turn my page again to make it easier. And I'm going to come back. These are sort of like the spines of his wings. And another one. Third one. Maybe this one's a little bit shorter. Doesn't matter if they're a bit different. And then I'm going to leave a space, and I'm going to make them coming down now a bit. Shorter. And even shorter. And last one we can put in here. Let's see. Last one. If you have more space, then just put more spines in, and you can just have extra spines. Alright, cool. Now we're going to join these up with curved lines and finish it off just by joining it up where we started. Alright, we're going to do a second wing at the back, so he looks really cool in 3D, but this wing is going to be going behind it and behind his neck, so we're not going to see all of it. So let's look how we're going to do it. Let's do up the first side, which was the same as this line that we drew. It's disappearing behind his neck, so imagine it coming, and it's going to come out here. And then I'm going to bring it back, first spine, and down. Right, I had 3 spines that came out here, so I'm going to put those in. If I imagine that it's coming out here, got space for a whole one. Jumping underneath those spikes and back again, and then the rest of them are going to disappear behind this other wing. So I'm just going to be drawing a few stripes, right, and I can join up. You can only join up 1 or 2, whatever size you've got, you do that. Alright, he's got his wings. Alright, we're going to give him a cool snaky tail now. And so we're going to continue his body here. It's going to come up behind his wing. And then it's going to do a little loop here and then finish up with a nice snaky tail. So to start off, I want you to start with this line here and imagine it's jumping under his arm, and it's going to continue up and curve underneath his wing. And the same for this one as well. Going to come across and underneath. Alright, now I'm going to imagine that it's going up and it's going to come out here. So let me do his inside line, and I want to give him a big curl, and the other line's going to follow. If you run out of space at the bottom, just imagine you're going off the page, just like I've done there. It's gone off the page a little bit, that's okay. Alright, and we follow that his belly, that last line, and his tail is gonna, so it's gone around, and I imagine it's coming out here, and do the top of his tail, and I'm gonna make it come up. You can make it go wherever you want it to go, and with the other side coming out, and we want it to come to a nice sharp point, and let's just finish that. Sort of is underneath, and this line is going to blend into the side. Alright, we're almost done. Let us do, there's a nice pattern that goes along this belly part that we have drawn, and it's kind of like a ladder. So we're going to draw these lines going along, and I want to turn my lines as I go around. It's almost like I track on a roller coaster. So as I'm going along, I want to make sure my lines are changing direction. And turn your page so that you can always draw comfortably and accurately. Right, I'm going to have a last look at my dragon, and I want to see where can I put on some last spikes that are going to give him a really good finish. And I think that I'm going to I've got spikes coming down his back. I'm going to continue those spikes. I'm coming around here and at the top of his tail. Alright, last thing our dragon needs is a cool tongue. So let's do a nice curly tongue coming out. The top of the tongue and the bottom of the tongue coming and then you can just finish it with another angled line to give him a snaky tongue. Alright, and there is our cool dragon. I hope that you enjoyed drawing it. Tomorrow we are going to put some effort into coloring this dragon in and shading him really beautifully. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow.